And hello, everybody.
Hello.
Merry Christmas to y'all. This is the RV Show USA. This is our pre-show show. This is where we get all the bugs worked out. That's what we do.
Yes.
All right. This is a 6-minute pre-show. If you're watching the recorded version of this and you don't want to catch all this incredible excitement, just zip forward to the 6-minute mark, and that's where the official quote-unquote radio show starts. The RV Show USA is a syndicated radio program. We're nationwide, a lot of different markets all over the country that air this show that we do on Wednesday nights. They air it on Saturdays and Sundays across the country. So depending on if you live in Daytona Beach in Florida, it may run on a Saturday. In Portland, it runs I don't know where they run it, Sunday, I think. But you can always catch us Facebook Live right here.
Do you know when it airs in San Antonio?
It airs right now in San Antonio.
No,
because we're broadcasting in San Antonio.
We are, but also it can be heard on 9:30 a.m. The Answer Saturday mornings from 6 to 8.
That's right. A little bit early on Saturday mornings, but we appreciate y'all being with us. We are a show that is all about. It's not about RVs per se. It's more about fun. It really is about fun and family and adventure and travel and meeting great people that enjoy getting outdoors, connecting with themselves, with their family members and people they love, disconnecting maybe from technology a little bit, and just having a good time. We have a great show lined up for you for the next couple of hours. We're going to start out running over to Arizona.
Yes.
Then we're going to jump back over to Houston, and then we're going to run over to New Jersey. Yeah, all the way to New Jersey. Our countdown to Christmas giveaway continues, where we're going to be giving away to one of our subscribers to our newsletter. They're a really cool gift, compliments of our good friend RV Nana at PPL Motor Homes, and we're going to do that at the top of hour number 2. What have you got there, Goose?
Oh, I'm just sharing in a group, and it's really easy to do for me because all I got to do, I'm on my mobile device, so I just hit share, and then there's a thing that says share to group, and so I'm finding some applicable groups. You know, I'm not a member.
Can the people that are watching this do this?
Yes, they can. If you're watching on a mobile device like an iPad or an iPhone or an Android phone, there's a share button. You just press that share button. Now, for Apple devices, it comes up and it says share to friends, copy link, or share to groups. You can just hit share to groups. And if you're a member of an RV group or any group that you think would enjoy this type of video, there's a share button that's going to appear next to them. You can write a little message and just hit share on all the groups that you feel would love to know more about the only RV show in the United States and the only show where the word love is spelled
Time. That's a great idea, Goose. Thank you. I did not know that people could share it across to group pages.
Yes.
You know, I have found that when people watch this show, when they listen to the show, they go, that's pretty good. They kind of like it because it is different. It's fun, upbeat. But if they don't know about it, they can't like it. So if you can share it to, like Goose said, to some Facebook group pages that you're a member of, don't break any rules. But that would let a few more people know about the RV Show USA, and we would be most grateful for that. Here's the deal. If you like our Facebook page, hopefully you will like our page as well. But when we send out a notification on Facebook, I learned this the other day, that only about 10% of the people that like a page will receive a notification, which means 90% of the people don't get nothing. So if you'd like to get a notification from us and know whenever we go live on the air and do a Facebook Live or we have a big happening with the show, make sure you subscribe to our free online newsletter. Only takes you a minute to do. Go to our website, thervshowusa.com. Make sure you put the word "the" on there, thervshowusa.com. Click on the button subscribe. Like I said, it takes you about a minute to do. Bam, you're in. Let's see, what else?
Wait, what else can they do when they're subscribing to the newsletter? Is there anything else they might be able to receive physically in the mail?
That's a good question. And here comes a good answer. The good answer, by the way, we're less than 2 minutes away till showtime, all right? Again, we go live at exactly 6 minutes after the hour. When you subscribe to our newsletter, whenever we have a featured destination of the week, we have one today, you will receive on Monday a coupon that's good for a free night stay to that featured destination. And you can get one every single week wherever we happen to travel. You'll also be entered to win one of our Christmas prizes. After Christmas, we've got some really big things planned, and you'll be automatically entered to win those prizes, but you have to subscribe to our newsletter. We do not sell your info to anybody. We don't bombard you with a bunch of information. And whenever you want to bail, you hit unsubscribe and you're out of there, all right? Hope you don't do it, but you can. All right, we got about a minute to go, y'all. If you have a question or comment, post it here on Facebook. So make sure you post it here on Facebook. We'll try to get to you guys in the breaks. Facebook does not allow us to run commercials during commercial breaks. Now, when the show runs on the radio stations, you'll hear commercials for PPL Motor Homes, whoever, but you will not hear us bantering. Facebook does not allow us to do those commercials, so you're going to see us for 3 or 4 minutes at a time when we're not doing the show, yakking, visiting with people that are here in our Facebook Live. So he's getting our first guest lined up. So anyway, welcome, everybody. Appreciate it. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, so what am I doing wrong here? Anything or nothing? Seriously, what do I have to do?
Well, you're good right now, I think. So 10 seconds to go, boys and girls. Oh, man. All right, here we go. Sound's off now.
The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today. Come on, America. Let's hit the road. So many things to see, so many places to go. Freedom and fun go hand in hand when you're rolling in your RV across this great land. So buckle up now. What do you say? The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today.
It's time for the RV Show USA with Alan Warren, the RV guy, and America's only radio show about the RV lifestyle. If you enjoy travel, fun, and adventure, well, welcome aboard, everybody.
The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today.
All right, so last week it snowed in places, where it never snows, like Baton Rouge, Louisiana, even in deep South Texas. And did you see Facebook lit up with some of the nicest, prettiest pictures of RVers having fun in the snow? Now the snow is nothing but a memory. But for our listeners, wherever y'all got some of that snow, we did not up at Big Chief, but wherever y'all got snow, I know it was really, really cool. Very, very special. Again, welcome to the RV Show USA, everybody. I'm Alan Warren, the RV guy, your host, and we're going to spend the next couple of hours talking about RVs and all kinds of fun stuff, the RV lifestyle, places to go. Now, you can follow us on Facebook, and you can join our Facebook Live broadcast of the show every week. In the Facebook search bar, type in the 4 words, The RV Show USA, and give us a like. And then subscribe to our free online newsletter at thervshowusa.com. You will definitely want to do that. I think I hear Santa Claus here somewhere. Where? Yep. All right, remember, everybody, our countdown to Christmas gear giveaway is continuing. This week, we're going to select another winner from those who subscribe to our free online newsletter. So if you want a chance at being one of our winners, just jump on the website. I gave you the address. I'll give it to you here again in just a second. And hit the subscribe button, The RV Show USA. So from here in the studio in San Antonio, Texas, with my sidekick Goose over here, stage right to my left, he is running the controls. I am excited about the next couple of hours, and here's why. Next hour, we're going to introduce you to a couple that they're not full-time RVers, but they are crazy about RVing and camping. So instead of talking about how to transition into full-time the RV lifestyle, we're going to talk with some weekend warriors who will share their great story and most likely excite you about RVing and camping and what it can do for your family and for your relationships. This hour, we're going to be talking about buying and selling used RVs and how best to do that. For nearly all of our listeners, selling their RV can be almost as stressful as buying an RV, a used RV, but the whole process, does not have to be very complicated. It can actually be pretty easy and stress-free when you know what to do, you know who to talk to, and you're going to meet the best in the business here at the bottom of this hour. But to start us off today is our destination of the week.
Big wheels straight ahead, never looking back. Big wheels, tail lights gonna fade to black. Big wheels, take me down that road tonight.
We're heading down the road out to Arizona today to a place called Cotton Lane RV Resort. I want to bring up Sherry Fitzgerald. Hey, Sherry. Sherry. Sherry, are you there?
Yes, I am.
All right. If you're listening online, if you can turn that thing down, because there is probably a little bit of a delay. But so welcome to the show. Thank you for being with us. My notes say that y'all are actually over in Goodyear, Arizona. Tell everybody where Goodyear is, Sherry.
Goodyear, Arizona is about 20 miles west on I-10 from the Sky Harbor Airport here in Phoenix, Arizona.
Are y'all close to anything but that, any sightseeing places that people would recognize if you said it, or?
Oh, yes, we have our White Tank Mountains that everyone loves to hike on. We have the Wildlife World Zoo right here in close, within 10 minutes of us right here, and we're probably just about an hour from the big zoo. We have the butterfly, the dolphin tank, which is new to Phoenix, where you can swim with the dolphins, pet the dolphins.
Oh, how nice.
It is nice. Oh, and guess what?
What?
Alan, we are so close to the Cardinal Stadium, where a lot of events other than football go on there. We also have a hockey rink very close by.
So there are a lot of stuff to do. Tell us about Cotton Lane. I mean, tell us about your RV resort. I've seen the pictures of it. It looks fabulous on the internet. Tell us about it.
Oh, it is. We're a 55-plus community. We have about 438 total sites, and that hosts RVs of all sizes and types, along with manufactured homes from Casco and Schultz, which my husband and I live in right here on the property ourselves.
458 sites. Is that big for y'all's area? That would be a huge RV resort for Texas. How is that for Arizona?
Well, you know what? It's just a little larger than most. There's some larger than us, but I'll tell you what, we're small enough to know you and big enough to serve you.
How cool. That's awesome. Now, it looks like a fairly new, recently built facility.
On the contrary, we've been here for about 16 years.
Really?
The good news is, yes, and we had new owners take over in August. They completely renovated everything. That you're right, Alan, it does. It looks absolutely fabulously new, sparkling clean, and you know what? One of the very nice things that we have here, my husband and I RV'd for 6 years, so we can attest to the size of some of the sites. And the sites here, you've got room to roam around, move around, and not be looking in your next RV's house, so to speak, in the window.
That's a big deal, too, isn't it? I mean, that's a really big deal.
That is. That really, really is, because being in an RV or even in a manufactured home, you're home away from home, especially if you're a winter visitor here, like coming into one of the homes. And it's just nice not hearing what the next door neighbor's doing or seeing, or, you know what I'm saying.
Well, tell us, no, you said Cotton Lane is a 55-plus resort. What does that mean? And what can I do, what can I not do? Kind of give me the parameters.
Oh, okay. You must be 55 years or older in order to be in this park. However, we are children-friendly with as far as grandkids come or your own children to come visit you. They can do that for a period of time. But to actually live here, you need to be 55-plus.
Are there there's that many people wanting to escape, especially this time of year, escape the cold up north and come down to Arizona. A lot of folks that are 55-plus looking for a beautiful place to stay for a few months.
Oh, you're exactly right, Alan. And people like my husband and I, we live here year-round. And it's wonderful. We love it when the winter people come in because it brings so much excitement and new things to the park, How
did y'all end up there at, Cotton Lane? Were y'all RVers and you happened to go through the area and you fell in love with it, or are you from that area?
Well, not from this area. We were from Las Vegas, but we had come to Phoenix and because it's about 10 degrees warmer here than it is in Las Vegas during the winter time. Mm-hmm. And we just came over here with our RV, and some friends had been staying here. We were at another resort, and we come over and looked this over. And, oh, my gosh, we just fell in love about 4 years ago and quit RVing a year ago and moved in here.
I would have never, if you didn't tell me it was 16 years old, I would have sworn it was a year old, maybe 2 years at the most. It is absolutely, when you said it's sparkling clean, you weren't kidding. So now tell me about, do people buy a park model if they don't have an RV and they want to come there and stay and maybe live there, if you will, or even for a few months to escape the winter up north, do they buy a park model and leave it there? What's the deal?
Yes, we have park models, and we also have double wides to where you've got all the comforts at home. It's your home away from home, and we have houses right here. We have beautiful models here to go through to examine, and you can buy these or you can order your own. And that's what people do, Alan. They leave here usually in April or May because of our weather, and then they come back usually October, November, and spend the winter with us in their new homes.
So they just leave their home on an annual basis. Are they allowed to rent them out at all, or they don't do that?
In our park, there is no renting. I mean, this is a residential living type place,
Gotcha.
and we just no renting.
Well, now, who do the park models? Because I find that pretty fascinating. Who do the park models appeal to, Sherry? I mean, what kind of folks?
Okay, just like you said, the 55 and older, they're driving down from Washington, Canada, Mississippi, anywhere where they come in from, and they're tired of pulling the RV behind them or driving the RV and going through the different weathers and what have you, and bringing everything they want for the winter. Instead, they just leave their stuff here in their house, and they have their summer stuff here and their summer stuff in their house. I'm sorry, I said that wrong.
The winter stuff.
Yes, thank you, Alan. The winter stuff here, and their summer stuff wherever they go home to.
Gotcha. All right, Sherry, we're coming up on a commercial break. Can you hang with us?
You betcha.
All right, good deal. We're talking about a beautiful RV resort, folks, for those 55 years young and older in Arizona, just west of Phoenix, called Cotton Lane RV Resort. It sounds like a great place for those traveling through Arizona. You may want to stop there and check it out. May even want to stay there. All right, this is the RV Show USA. We'll pick it back up right after this. I want to... All right, so are we on this microphone
Yes,
now?
we're on that microphone.
All right,
right
so what happens is if you're new to this show, thank you very much. Welcome aboard. We appreciate you. When we go to commercials, Facebook does not allow us to run commercials on Facebook. So we're in a break. It's a 4-minute long commercial break. And you'll see Goose during the show, he'll count me down as we get closer to a commercial break. So we're in a 4-minute break. We've got about 3.5 minutes to go. This is where we're able to communicate, answer questions, visit with folks here that are watching on Facebook Live. If you have any questions or comments, maybe for Sherry, if you've been out to Cotton Lane, post it, and we'll try to get it out out in front of her.
There is a question. It comes from the RV Show USA.
Okay.
It says, where's the teddy bear?
I'll get the teddy bear. I know who's asking that.
Yes. Well, the show's asking it. It says so right there.
Yeah, but I know who's asking for the show.
Okay.
The lovely Lisa, who is not here tonight.
No, she is not here.
All right, so let me go get the teddy bear. I'll be right back.
Okay. So yeah, we can't run any pre-rolled advertising. However, one thing we can do is go to this park's website, check it out. If you're 55 or older, want a place to go in Arizona, well, you know what? This is the place to do it. So make sure and continue listening. We got more coming up. Hey, there's the bear.
There's our teddy bear.
There you go.
We may talk about the teddy bear after a while.
Yes, we may.
It's an important thing to talk about.
You know what? Now the bear's covering up the cup.
The bear's going to be drinking out of the cup, right?
Oh, there we go. That'll work.
All right. This mug has some significance, too, on the show.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
All right. So where's everybody from? Rob and Mesa
Can't work on my
AZ.
stand-up.
First timer. Hi, Rob. What's that?
PPL says I can work on my stand-up while you're gone.
You want me to get up and leave? I could do it.
Oh, I wanted you to get up and leave at 7 o'clock, but that's
you want me to get up and just go back. All right, y'all. But if you've not yet subscribed to our newsletter, please take a minute and do so. We do not bombard you with info, I promise you. If you want to jump off at any time, you can do it. Sherry has been kind enough to give everybody that's on our email list a coupon that's good for a free night stay there to Cotton Lane RV Resort. So if you ever go through Arizona in the next year, you can stay there one night for free.
So Cotton Lane RV Resort in Arizona is the name of it.
.com, and you can also connect there from our website. We got about 1 minute, a little over a minute.
Where'd you get the sweet coffee mug, Alan?
Who wants to know?
That would be Thomas.
Where's Thomas?
Thomas.
Actually, this mug came from PPL Motor Homes. Diana LeBlanc, RV Nana, she's going to be on with us in a bit.
Yes.
But this is a line of products, of household products, that is the coolest stuff, things for your house with a camping and RVing theme, called Camp Casual. I love them, I really do, and Lisa really loves them. So Camp Casual makes, they make stuff for the kitchen, and they make wraps for, when it's cold outside. Everything's got RVs and campers and stuff on it. Really cool stuff. Even people that are not RVers and campers tend to like it. So hopefully
Very
that answers.
good.
You can get it at PPLmotorhomes.com. Click on the Superstore. And
So anywhere in the U.S. they can have it shipped to them.
Heck yeah.
Awesome. That's PPLmotorhomes.com. Oh, and PPL Motorhomes just put up a link. So if you like it, get the link there.
There you go.
Off the chat right there that PPL just put up. It's awesome.
All right, we got about 20 seconds. Thank y'all for being with us. Coming out of break, coming back.
20
into
seconds.
Sherry.
20 seconds back. So it's Cotton Ranch. Cotton Lane RV Resort in Arizona. Cotton Lane. Here we go.
The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today.
All right, thervshowusa.com is our website. Just hit the subscribe button. You'll receive show updates and notifications, and you'll be eligible for our gear giveaways. On our guest line from Goodyear, Arizona, is our friend Sherry Fitzgerald from Cotton Lane RV Resort. And Sherry, for our listeners who may have just tuned in, give them the 60-second upshot of y'all's great resort and what makes it so special.
We're a 55-plus community. We have RVs and we have manufactured homes. And some of the things, the amenities that we have here is we have outdoor shuffleboard, bocce ball, pickleball, 4-hole golf course, putting green, fire ring. We have a gorgeous, huge indoor swimming pool and spa. We have lots of potlucks. We play cards, dances, celebration, fitness room that we have here, quilting. We're just right off the I-10 and the new 303 at Cotton Lane in Goodyear, Arizona.
I guess the people, you guys are packing them in this time of year. In the summertime, it's pretty slow there, or am I wrong?
Well, the residents who have our Cavco and Schultz homes that live here, most of us, not most of us, but about 45% of us live here year-round. The rest of them are, from other states that come in for our beautiful weather and enjoy all of our amenities during the winter here like a vacation.
I looked at the pricing, Sherry, and your pricing seems extremely reasonable. I mean, for somebody that wants to have, and Cavco makes a great product that'll withstand that sometimes awful heat that you've got down there, but beautiful wintertime weather. But they make a great product, and for somebody that is, looking for a place to escape for several months at a time, that doesn't want to pull it behind their truck, what a great place, Cotton Lane.
Oh, thank you. We love it, and boy, it's such a friendly community. We all look after each other and find things to do together. And you know what, Alan, we are so close to the grocery stores, the banks, the salons, all the shopping, dental, food, everything. We're not amongst all the high traffic that you get in the other parts of the state. And it's just fabulous. It really is.
What are you seeing in terms of interest in RVing, Sherry? Are you seeing, it sounds like you've been there a while. Are you seeing more and more people, 55 plus, that are saying the heck with these big homeowner association fees and a mortgage payment? They're downsizing and they're living instead of working?
Oh, my gosh, yes, Alan, 100% of the people that are coming in here are saying, oh, you know what, my house is too big. I'm old enough now that I don't want to be taking care of something like that. That is probably 90% of the people that come in to buy a Cavco home. That is what they're saying. The other people are doing what you're saying. They don't want to pull that RV anymore. I mean, because we have a lot of residents just even around us coming out here to live because we are so affordable. I think we're the most economical park in the whole entire Phoenix area.
You're close enough to the airport and close enough to all the busyness of Phoenix, but you're far enough away to escape where it doesn't feel so crowded, I imagine.
Oh, that's exactly right, and that's what everyone says. And our air is so clean. And, oh, Alan, if you could be here during the sunset, we don't have anything to obstruct our view and the sunsets are just magnificent. We've got the Australia Mountains on one side of it, and we've got the white tanks on the other, and then we have the sunset in the middle. It's fabulous.
You know, Sherry, we have never met. This is the first time we've ever spoken. You seem so genuine, so much like you love your job and you love what you do there at Cotton Lane. I imagine that it's not difficult to get up and go to work when you work with so many great people.
Oh, you're absolutely right. And I'll tell you what, Alan, every park, is driven by the management team. And the management team, Sheila and Mary and Dave and John and Bill and all those, they think it one day, they plan it the next, and they get it done the next. And you know what, Alan, that's how I've always worked in my life. And so it just makes my life so easy. And that's why our park looks so wonderful like it does.
I imagine you probably have friends that come and visit you year after year that were strangers when they arrived, but every year they come back and you get closer and closer to them.
Oh, absolutely. And you know what? It doesn't even take the year. It just takes a couple of weeks. That's how friendly this park is. Everybody knows everybody. And, you just, hey, come on over for the potluck tonight. We're doing it tonight. You just got here today, but come on over. You know, what is so cool to me about this whole RV lifestyle is that it doesn't matter where you are politically or all that's gone. We're just all a member of the same community. At least we are in Texas and everywhere else. I've never RV'd in Arizona, but I imagine it's the same thing over there. It is, Alan, and we had the privilege. We lived in Texas in Corpus Christi for 10 years, and we RV'd a lot through Texas and now in Arizona. It's the same. People are people. It doesn't matter if you think when you're thinking of a flower, what do you think of? 99% of the people will tell you a rose. So Texas, Arizona, Minnesota, it doesn't matter. We're all just one of a kind and good people. And RVers, I just love most of them. 99% of them are just awesome, and we love seeing them. We own an RV park in Central Texas. We love seeing the people come back every single year. It's just one of the benefits of having a place. So in your position, what is the most difficult for you, Sherry Fitzgerald? What's your most challenging thing? Is it to keep a smile on your face, or is it something else? You know what? The challenging thing is to meet these people and to watch them go home for the summer. That's the most challenging thing. Everything else, I'm telling you the truth, Alan. I get up with a smile and I go to bed with a smile because life is just great. Life's what you make of it, But the hardest thing is watching everybody go home. But the good news is they come back. I can totally relate. What kind of deals does Cotton Lane, without getting too specific, you've got some deals for the military, for Good Sam members, so you can even save a little bit more money, I understand. Yeah, that's absolutely correct. Yes. All right. So do y'all have any kind of a newsletter or any kind of a way for people to keep up with you? If they don't, if they're planning a trip, but it may not be for 6 months or maybe not even till next winter, is there a way that they can kind of follow you guys? And yes and no. We have a small website, but you know what? We're just not, oh my golly, I guess none of us are really internet that savvy that we keep a really good job of it. But we certainly welcome any calls or any emails to the Cotton Lane RV Resort. We certainly will answer them and help you with anything that we can. Well, I know you will. I have enjoyed this visit so much. In the last 45 seconds or so, Sherry, give everybody the 2 or 3 reasons why they need to come when they're coming through Arizona to stay at Cotton Lane RV Resort. Our location is easy for you to get off on. We've got huge, beautiful sites and welcoming people to be here, and we've just got a gorgeous resort when you get here. And check it out on the internet, folks. Look at the pictures. They are absolutely beautiful. You will not believe that this place is 16 years old. No, you won't. You do a fabulous job, Sherry, and we appreciate you so much for being with us. And we're going to put a link up on our site over to Cotton Lane RV Resort. And thank you very much for providing that coupon for our listeners where they can come out there and get a free night stay. We're most grateful. Well, and we thank you for that, Alan. Thank you for having us. We really appreciate it. And if you ever get this way, we want to have you here. Yes, ma'am. Merry Christmas to you. We'll talk again, Sherry. Okay, Merry Christmas. Right. Bye-bye. Bye now. Is that nice or what? I'm telling you, that's why I love what I do. It's people like Sherry Fitzgerald and Cotton Lane RV Resort. She is amazing. All right, coming up after the break, we're going to have RV Nana on with us. We're going to find out what she's been doing the last couple of weeks.
And we're going to talk about buying and selling an RV this time of year, if it's a good time of year to buy or sell or not. We'll be right back. Y'all don't go away. Okay, I did not hear any of that bump music.
Okay.
None of it.
Okay. It was there.
I know, I believe you, but I didn't hear any.
Okay.
Normally hear, and you don't need to pound it up. I just didn't hear it.
All right.
She was awesome.
She was great. I enjoyed having her on
Fabulous.
the
What a nice lady.
Sherry was so good.
And, and what she said about saying goodbye to the snowbirds when they go up north.
Uh-huh.
Lisa tries to, our snowbirds leave Big Chief April-ish.
Yeah.
And they head on back to Iowa and, Michigan, Minnesota, and so forth, North Dakota. And she tries to come up with somebody. She's even threatened to go and flatten their tires. I mean, she doesn't want to lose them.
She realizes that that's kind of against the law, right?
Well, we got an air compressor, but
okay.
She'll come up with any excuse to keep these people. We got to do.
You know what she should do?
She
She could just make her mashed potatoes, and they're not going to go anywhere because they'll be in the hospital.
Her heart attack on a plate, mashed potatoes.
There you go.
All right, y'all. How many of you are watching for the very first time? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Anybody watching for the first time?
He's watching for the first time.
All right, we appreciate all you first timers. We appreciate everybody, but especially you first timers. This is a 2-hour program we do live every week.
No editing, even though there probably should be.
Yeah, this is Goose. My name's Alan. We're in a commercial break. Facebook does not allow us to run commercials, so during this break, and we've got this is a 4-minute break.
4-minute break.
You'll hear us bantering back and forth. We'll try to get to some of the comments that people have. If you have a question or a comment, post it over here on Facebook. Goose had a really good idea, and that was to share. If you've got an iPhone,
that's
to hit the share button.
Told that.
What, you got a good idea?
Yeah.
No, it's not. About hit the share button, and if you're a member of any of these RV group pages, and there's a bunch of them out there, a lot of people don't know that we exist.
Shared a group right there.
Yeah, and we want help us get the word out there. So don't get in any trouble by posting if you're not supposed to post. But if you're a member of a group, post it and invite people to come over and check us out. Most folks kind of like what we do. We're the only, I say we're the #1 RV lifestyle radio show in the country, syndicated, and we're probably about the one and only. But we appreciate everybody.
We kind of like it that way, though.
What's that?
We kind of like being the one and only.
Yeah.
That means we're the highest rated.
We're the highest rated. We're the lowest, too. We just don't say it. So. All right. We got quite a few people watching tonight. We are grateful for that. We got, what am I doing?
I'm calling our next guest.
All right. Yeah. Get RV Nat on the line. All right. Sean and Sandra. A lot of people. How do I... Am I looking at the new comments on the bottom or the top?
Doing good, Diana. How are you? Awesome. You get to follow Sherry.
Who?
I know it is, isn't it? I'm telling you, she's a very happy individual.
Yeah,
but luckily, you don't have to be 55 or over to buy at PPL. So there's that.
Don't act 55 or older.
So I'm put you on a brief hold. We got about a minute or so before we come back.
Ask her if she remembers what I said for the next break, not this break.
Do you remember what Alan told you to do when we come back from this into the second segment? Oh, all right.
Okay.
Warm them up.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
All right, y'all. What? Has RV Nana been listening?
Yes, she has.
I shared in my Vintage Cardinal Trailer Lovers page.
You know what?
Perry,
Nice.
That's an awesome page.
That's an
I go
awesome
there.
page.
I don't spend very much time on it. That is an awesome page. All right, got about 15 seconds. Make sure you subscribe to our newsletter.
The RV Show USA.
All right, how many listeners do we have that are either going to be selling their RV or wanting to buy a used RV? I know probably a lot of you. Well, the person that I recommend to everybody looking to sell or buy a used RV is on our guest line, and that is RV Nana, Diana LeBlanc from PPL Motor Homes. Hello there, RV Nana.
Hey, guys, how are you?
We're doing great. Now, before we get into the selling and buying stuff, I want to know, rumor has it that the folks at PPL are kind of filled with the Christmas spirit.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, we have 3 locations, which means RV Nana and Boyd and Jennifer. We all go to all 3 to host a Christmas party. We have had an Elfin Spirit Christmas party in Houston and in Cleburne. And we have teddy bears everywhere. It's just fun. We're having a great time.
I got to tell you, on your Facebook page, I saw this picture. It looked like an elf, but it was way too big to be an elf. And I thought, I zoomed in and I recognized that, and that was Boyd. But he could have doubled for an oversized Santa's elf.
Oh my gosh, we had so many elves at our party here in Houston last week. It was so much fun. And we've just had a merry elfin Christmas. It's been great.
It's a great time of year, I know. All right, let's talk about some basics, if we can, about buying and selling used RVs. First off, is this a good time of year to be selling your RV?
Well, that probably depends on the time or where you are in the United States, because it is snowing. It may not be the same. But in Texas, it's a great time to be selling your RV. We have people who want to buy, and they want to buy now.
Well, I know that the RV show season, is right around the corner. I didn't know to me, it would make sense to put the RV on the market now and get some money in my pocket if you want to, buy a new one or go shopping. I mean, put it on the market now.
You could. A lot of people are still using it because winter camping is great. I mean, a lot of people love winter camping, but like I said, they sell all year long. In November, for example, between our 3 locations, we sold right at 200 vehicles. That's a lot of people who are going to enjoy the RV lifestyle.
Wow. All right, so tell everybody that may not know about PPL Motor Homes, what is your place in the market? Because I know you're not a new RV dealer, but you are a giant consignment dealer. Tell everybody about that.
We're the largest RV consignment dealership in the United States. We've been doing this since 1972. Yes, I said 1972.
Wow.
And we sell about 2,500 RVs a year. And I like to say that what we really do is we help people enter and exit the chapters of their RV lifestyle. There's a lot of people who use them, and then they don't use one for a while, and then they come back in again.
So it's nice to see the same people. I guess they come 2 or 3 years later, they want to move up or move down, and RV Nana and PPL can help them.
We're happy to help them. I have one customer who has sold 11 vehicles through us, and
Wow.
This is over 30 years. But it's just great. They just decide they've gone up and down and just change what they want all the time.
So what price range of RVs can somebody find at PPL? I mean, kind of give me a range from what to what about.
You're going to find probably the least expensive that I'm going to have between motorhome, travel trailer, and fifth wheel is around $7,500 to $10,000.
Okay.
And the most expensive is going to be a little over $200,000 in most cases. Our average that we sell so many of is that $40,000 to $60,000 price range.
And there's a lot of them in that price range too.
Oh, there are. There's so many out there, and there's something for everybody. There's older ones. I think the oldest on our lot right now is an 86.
Wow.
And you just have a great variety.
All right, well, tell me, as a seller, if I contact PPL, walk me quickly through the selling process. How do you go about selling my RV if I want to consign it with you?
We're basically taking all the hassle and fear out of it for you. Our position is to deliver a clear and marketable title to the buyer and certified funds to the seller. So you don't want to meet somebody out on the road and transfer papers here or there or somewhere else. We're going to market it for you. We have it's an amazing number. We have around 3,000 people that walk through the doors just at one of our locations a month. And
wow.
It's so much fun. You're going to get the exposure you don't get running an ad somewhere. And we also, if you've seen our website, we do a great job of marketing, but we also help you as far as the title work and paying off your loan. And if you don't have a clear title, it makes it hard to sell to an individual on your own. And we try to help you with everything.
I got to tell you, after I have looked at all this, I would never try to sell an RV on my own unless it was to my, brother-in-law or something that wanted to buy it. You guys, for 10%, you earn every dime of it, and that all I got to do is show up and get my check pretty much, and I think that's a great deal. So, RV Nana, we got to jump for a break. When we come back, I want to keep talking. Can you hang with us?
Yes, sir.
All right, good deal, folks. We have RV Nana, Diana LeBlanc from PPL Motor Homes on with us, our consignment RV dealer of the RV Show USA, and we just started talking about some of the best ways to go about selling and buying a used RV. So we come back. We're going to try to get Diana to do something for us. So y'all hang around. Should be good. This is the RV Show USA.
Oh man. So consignment selling is very interesting.
It is the incentive, if you think about it, and by the way, if you're brand new, welcome aboard. How many of you guys are brand new to our show?
Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Do you sell out of Texas? Good question, Nancy. I will ask RV Nana.
Ooh, that's a very good question because, of course, we have listeners and viewers from all across the country, and of course,
I'll tell you this: I'm not going to steal her thunder. She
No.
can speak much more eloquently than I can. But they've got a fabulous website. And the web, the internet, and communication in the last 3 years, 10 years for sure.
Yeah.
Everybody has an internet access. They have a website that is fabulous. It is like when I was a child, they had the Sears Wish book, Wish catalog for Christmas.
they had that when I was a kid too.
Of
Of course, yours was made out of stone, wasn't it?
And so, if you want to go and kind of dream and get your head wrapped around some of the RVs, what the prices are, what they're going for, the floor plans, go to pplmotorhomes.com. They're the poster's right here in the studio. Check them out. It will become one of your favorites, I promise you. And they have people flying into Houston or Dallas or San Antonio all the time to buy the RV of their dream, and they're always saving a bunch of money because it's a used RV. So.
Yep.
And the incentive, if you think about it from the seller's point of view, the incentive is on PPL to sell it for as much as they can because they get paid a percentage of whatever it sells for.
They get 10% of the sales price. You don't actually pay them up front
No.
to sell it. They actually get a percentage of the sales price. So it's in their interest and in your interest, of course, as the seller, to have that price as high as reasonably possible.
Well, the other thing is, and again, we don't have enough time with RV Nana.
No,
That's
we
the
don't.
problem. That's the truth.
We
But
need more time than that.
but here's one of the tricks that RV dealers will do.
There's tricks?
They will highball you. They will give you unrealistic expectations of what you're going to be able to sell your RV for. Yeah, park it here. We're going to get you $50,000 for it. They park it in the back, and you don't hear from them. Ever. And then you call them up. And eventually you got to get real. If you want to get real, PPL wants you to make as much as you can because that'll make them some more money. But
they want to make as much as they can, so that helps you make as much as you can.
But they do so much volume. They know what that's worth, and that fifth wheel, and that diesel pusher, and that gas over it. They know what things are worth, and they'll tell you the truth. And you don't have to go someplace else. It's okay. But people go to them time after time, year after year for a reason. And one of the big reasons is on the phone with us. It's RV Nana. It's the truth.
Yes.
But she has assembled a team, and when they don't look like elves, and right now on Facebook, they don't look like elves. Like an elves?
Not an elf. There's a V when it's plural.
Elvies. If they look like Elvies, this time of year they work for PPL. But every other time they just look like ordinary people.
I dressed as Elvis one year. Guess which Elvis it was?
That's what I'm going to say.
It was Fat Elvis.
Okay, I'm not going to say it. All right, we're in a commercial break. We come back in about 35 seconds. If you've not taken a minute to subscribe to our newsletter, please do so.
TheRVShowUSA.com.
Put it all together. TheRVShowUSA.com. We don't sell your information to anybody. You can jump anytime you want. We send you coupons to stay at places for free, and you're entered into our Christmas countdown to Christmas giveaway.
And you can get the RV travel and camping guide too. So there's that.
A lot of stuff. Subscribe to our newsletter. All right, be right back.
We still got 10 seconds.
I know.
Oh my goodness. So more of RV Nana here in just a second as the RV Show USA rolls on.
The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today.
Come on,
Sing in there.
America. Let's hit the road. I'm sorry.
I love it.
My favorite song.
I love it, RV Nana. Thank you. All right, folks, that's RV Nana from PPL Motor Homes who's singing along. And we're going to talk about that here in just a little bit. But, Diana, seriously, for about 3 or 4 minutes, I would like to talk more about consignment and what it means and so on and so forth. And then I want to kind of shift gears and go in a different direction. So if I'm going to sell my RV through PPL, Do I need to just bring it down there for y'all to see? Do I call you first? What kind of paperwork do I need to bring with me? Tell me about that.
Oh, my gosh, we don't have time to tell you everything in this segment,
Well, I know.
but I will tell you to make a phone call. Ask for one of the representatives in our seller group. They will give you all of the information. Yes, you do need to bring the vehicle to us because the vehicles are going to be located at one of the 3 locations, but they will help you get everything in order, tell you what you need to do. We ask you to take out all of your personal items, everything that did not come with the RV when it was brand new. Just leave those at home because when you're taking the pictures, it shows so much better with all of that, without all of that. And we'll be happy to help you. We set an appointment. We give you a rough idea of what it'll appraise for over the phone. We set you an appointment and get it in there and get it sold for you. The average RV sells in about 62 days.
That's quick, I think.
That goes between 60, 70 days, all year round. But that's real good, and we sell over 92% of all the vehicles that are listed for sale.
Wow. Now, we've got a listener, Nancy, who is watching our Facebook Live. She wants to know if PPL sells outside of Texas. That's a good question, I think.
We have buyers and sellers who come from outside of Texas, and it is not unusual at all for somebody in Washington State or in Ohio to buy an RV, fly into Houston, buy it, or fly into Dallas or any of the 3 areas, buy the RV and drive it on home. We have it happen all the time.
Wow. So hopefully, Nancy, that helped answer your question. And, of course, the last question is, I want you to address the importance of determining a realistic expectation for the seller. When you bring your RV there, from what I understand, some places are going to highball people with something that they're never going to be able to see just to get the RV on their lot. Y'all don't do that.
We really don't. We try to be realistic because if the vehicle is overpriced, then nobody's going to look at it. If it's underpriced, they're going to wonder what's wrong with it. So we're trying to get you fair market value. And we're going to be honest with you. We don't have a crystal ball. I wish we did. That always worked, but we don't. But we have a lot of historical data because of just what we sell, the volume we sell every year.
Okay, gotcha. So folks, we're going to change subjects here in a second, but you can get more information on either our website or just go directly to them. It's pplmotorhomes.com. So, Diana, I've got my little PPL teddy bear sitting in front of me, and I want to know how the Cuddles for Kids program is going.
Oh, my gosh. I think right now we have, between the 3 locations, around 300, 400 bears that have been collected. We are so excited at the response, and I've had several people who are planning in Houston to bring them in next Thursday because we are going to have several police officers coming in to claim the bears so that they can go help somebody.
And you need more bears. Tell everybody in about 30 or 40 seconds, and I want to switch gears again, what is the Cuddles for Kids programs? And listen up, folks, this is really important, I think.
Cuddles for Kids, I started several years ago at PPL, and my team has just enjoyed it tremendously. We collect teddy bears for police officers and emergency medical people to carry in their vehicles when they're at an accident scene or something and a child is watching mommy or daddy being taken away in handcuffs or on a stretcher. That teddy bear is very comforting, and that's what we're trying to do is help children.
And it works, too. The police officers say that it works. The families, the children, it works, and it touches people's hearts. And I just think that what y'all do at PPL, going above and beyond, taking care of people, the best in the business, by doing this kind of thing to support our police officers is just great. So, all right, so after that, I want to talk to you about this Camp Casual deal. I'm so glad that you introduced me to those people. They make some terrific products, and we've got so much interest in them. Tell our listeners about them, and I want to know what your customers are saying about Camp Casual.
Camp Casual came out several years ago, or we started carrying it at PPL several years ago. It is the cutest line of kind of a melamine dish. They have the dishes. They've got the nice cups, the coffee mugs that are a China coffee or not, a glass coffee mug. They have a throw that the fabric reminds you of a Pottery Barn type fabric, but it has little RVs on it. And I think Chris, one of your Facebook listeners tonight, needs about 5 of those where he is in Atlanta right now. It's so cold. But they have some of the greatest things for the RV. What
I found is that even non-RVers love this camping and RVing theme, and this camp casual stuff is it's a flipping home run, I'm telling you.
Oh, my gosh. And there is a new coffee mug that I happen to have already because I'm lucky.
Because you're
but
RV
it
Nana.
is a new, that's right. It's a new one that is a black background that is amazing. And it will be available probably in the next week.
All right, well, now I'm going to tell you what you gave me the idea of. I'm going to tell you real quick. We got less than 2 minutes. You love this song. So many people love our theme song. We are going to start, I believe, we're going to start a little portion of the show, and we're going to try to get some Camp Casual mugs. And anyone that will call up and sing our theme song, we're going to send them a Camp Casual coffee mug just for having fun with us. And we're not looking for the next American Idol. We're just looking for people that want to have fun and have a really cool product for being a part of our show. What do you think about that idea?
I love it. The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today.
You're awesome, Diane. I'm telling you. Tell everybody how they can get a hold of someone at PPL Motor Homes and what they need to do.
PPLmotorhomes.com. Go in there. You can find everything you want about buying or selling. If not, give us a call at 1-800-755-4775. And you can call me anytime. I'd love to talk to all of you.
You know, and we've still got a minute to go. I was mentioning during a commercial break is that the Internet has brought you are now PPL is in every part of our country because all someone has to do is jump online and they're right there with these hundreds of RVs they can, browse through. It's just fabulous.
It's a great way to shop. It is so good to shop that way for the RVs and for the RV parts and accessories. But my team has just done a great job at developing our website. We have a new website this year, and y'all are telling me you love it. That's what I wanted to hear.
All right, well, good deal. Well, you take care. Have a Merry Christmas. We'll talk to you real soon, okay?
Have a Merry Christmas, everyone.
All right, talk to you later. All right, folks, that's why we love her. She's Diana LeBlanc at PPL Motor Homes. She really is the best of the best. All right, we're going to close out the hour next. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that singing deal. We might call it campground karaoke. Y'all hang on. Be right back.
Are you an RV?
Okay, so this is a 3-minute break.
Yes.
If you're brand new, to anybody that's brand new, thank you for being with us. This is a 2-hour live Facebook Live program. This show, actually, we're in a commercial break. Facebook will not allow us to run commercials during a commercial break, so you got to deal with Goose and me talking. And we'll we'll address some of the questions. Do we have anybody that wants to have any questions?
Well, let's see.
If you have any questions.
It's 15 degrees in Maine right now. Dear Lord in heaven.
No, thank you, Glenn Tyler.
Jeff,
you need
Brandon
one of those Camp Casual, about 3 or 4 of them to wrap around you.
Jeff thinks the campground karaoke is a good idea. Let's see here.
Jeff likes the idea?
Yes, he does.
Well, good.
Julie Bennett is actually watching us.
She is?
Yes, she is.
You know what? Julie Bennett, how was your stargazing? Wasn't it last night or is it tonight?
The meteor shower's tonight.
So it's tonight.
Yep.
Y'all are over in East Texas tonight. Well, y'all have a good time. I got the notification on that, but I was a little bit busy tonight.
So
my phone is.
Yeah. By the way,
I saw that last one.
Yeah.
And I knew where you were going, and I'm proud of you. You didn't need to go there.
I did not go there.
That's right.
I wanted to so bad.
All right, so we got a great hour. This is a short segment, so we're coming back.
No, this is a short break, and then we have a short segment.
Yeah, short break, short segment, long break, followed by a long break.
Oh.
So, anyway.
Goodness gracious. 71 degrees in Fullerton, California. My goodness. That's horrible.
Who's saying that? Is that Perry?
Yes, that's Perry.
So if you guys want to support PPL, it's $5 to buy a teddy bear.
Woohoo! $5.
$5.
PPL Motor Homes.
Let me think about it.
PPL put the link in the chat, by the way.
Oh, okay, good.
Yes.
Click on it. It's $5, and you're helping somebody. What?
According to Mr. Jeff, the meteor shower is between 2 and 4, which I'm guessing is Eastern time since he's in Florida. So it could be like 1 to 3 our time. But
I won't be awake.
I might be awake at 1. I won't be awake at 3. I have this thing called a job.
So, hey, congratulations, Jeff, on your baby jumping 27 plus feet. He's into. Have you ever seen these dogs, these Labrador retrievers that jump and they can fly? You don't see their wings until they hit the end of the dock and they glide.
Oh my goodness!
He's got one of the 10 best in the country. It can fly 27 plus feet.
Wow!
Off the end of a dock. as of
18
today.
degrees in Buffalo.
But it's nice to know that, Jeff, you didn't have your video camera there. That's something that I would do. You know,
Hey,
something great happens.
Steve, do you know how much it is for a mug, right quick, when we have a second?
How much it is?
How much?
I go to
Consumer?
PPL and check them out.
All right.
They got a link.
So go to PPL Motor Homes, casual, camp casual, and there you go.
The RV Show USA.
All right, last segment, I mentioned an idea that we are considering doing here on the show to give our listeners an opportunity to win a prize, a great prize from Camp Casual, one of these cool-looking mugs. If you're watching on Facebook Live, this like I'm holding right now, all you got to do is to call in and sing our theme song. We're going to call it, I think we're going to call it either camper karaoke or campground karaoke. And as I said, we are not looking for the next American Idol. You're not going for The Voice. We're just wanting to have a little bit of fun and give our listeners a chance to win some pretty cool stuff. And I want to know what y'all think. Jeff seems to think here on Facebook Live that it's a cool idea. If you like, when you do call in, you don't do it now. This is going to be starting up after Christmas. You don't even have to tell us your real name, so nobody's going to know who you are. All we want you to do is sing. We're looking for some really cool stuff. So we would like to know what you think, and if you aren't going to plan on calling in, do you think it'd be fun to just listen to people doing that? I mean, I think it'd be hilarious. I don't know who, Goose, would you do it? I know the answer to that.
I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Yeah, sure. You'll be the first one. All right, if you're on Facebook Live right now, go ahead and post your thoughts on campground karaoke because we do want to hear what you think.
I'll do it right
and,
now.
And by the way, if you'd like to listen to our theme song and do a little bit of practicing, you can find it on our website on the home page, right there on the right side of the home page at the top. Just click on it and start your practicing. Now, another promotion that's not quite as fun, but I think it's maybe even better. We're going to be calling our Pay It Forward promotion, where we will have a super awesome sponsor product that every RVer, every non-RVer is going to want too. It's going to be worth several $100s, and here's what we're going to do. We're going to give it away, but you can't win it. You have to give it away. The way it's going to work is if you're going to call, you call our 24-hour voicemail, leave us a message. Tell us someone that you think deserves to win this prize and why. We want to know who these people are, why they are important to you, why you think that they should be able to win this nice prize, and we're going to pick that winner. And whoever that winner is going to get a surprise, and you're going to be that person's hero. So think about it. It's going to be called our Pay It Forward contest. What?
I know who should win a prize.
Who's that?
Lisa Warren.
She wins a prize every day with me. I'll be home after a while,
And that's
baby.
why she needs this prize.
That's your prize. So anyway, that's what we're going to do. We're going to call it our Pay It Forward contest. Our prize is going to be worth several $100s, and we hope that y'all will stay with us because after Christmas, we got some really cool things coming. All right, let's see. Next hour, we're going to head to New Jersey. I know. Is there any RVing in New Jersey? The answer is heck yeah. We've got a couple that they're not full-time RVers, but they're crazy. They're crazy about RVing and the RV lifestyle. You're going to love them, I promise. All right, Goose, get the band ready, folks. We'll be right back after the top of the hour.
The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today. Come on, America. Let's hit the road. So many things to see, so many places to go. Freedom and fun go hand in hand when you're rolling in your RV across this great land. So buckle up now. What do you say? The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today.
All right, that's hour one, boys and girls.
All right, so if you are watching for the first time, again, welcome. I'm Alan Warren. They call me the RV guy, and they call that guy the Goose. He's my producer. And Goose runs all the controls and keeps me on track, counts me down on the network clock. We're in a commercial break. The RV Show USA is a 2-hour RV lifestyle show. We're not trying to sell you an RV. We are trying to sell you the benefits of the RV lifestyle because I think that they are endless. RVing is a lot of fun. Some of the greatest people that I know are RVers and campers. And, one of the cool things is that you don't really get into politics. I'm a Republican. I'm a Democrat. You don't do that kind of stuff. I don't know why. You just kind of cut through all that. You just see people as people. And that's what this show is. We've got a lot of great folks. We've got some real smart people coming up after the break. I promise you're going to love this couple.
Oh, so we're leaving?
No, one of us has to be here.
Okay. It's me, and then I have to be here.
We've got Stephanie and Jeremy Puglisi, and they have a website and a podcast that is amazing. They are a part-timing RV couple.
I was wondering how we said that name.
With
Puglisi.
three young boys, and I don't know how they do everything they do, but we're going to try to figure it out here in this next hour. We got them for most of the hour. So if you haven't taken a minute yet to subscribe to our newsletter, take a minute, subscribe to our newsletter. It's free. It's online. Go to our website. You can jump back on to Facebook Live here in a second. What? What happened?
Danny has a question.
Danny! Hang on, let me finish this. TheRVShowUSA.com. Click on subscribe. Like I said, it'll take you about a minute to do. We send out coupons every week. Free stay coupon to our feature destination. And then you're also entered into our Countdown to Christmas giveaway and other stuff that we do.
Speaking of TheRVShowUSA.com,
Yes.
Danny's question was, do we have a podcast? So that he can listen on the go.
We do.
And where they might be able to find that?
That would be on iTunes, and we're working on the other.
So TheRVShowUSA.com to just download them directly, or on your favorite Apple device, it's under Apple Podcasts. So down on the podcast app, search for The RV Show USA.
And we come back at exactly 6 minutes after the hour. We got 4 minutes and 30 seconds. So if you've got a question or a comment, you'd like to say howdy, well, all you got to do it. Hey, there's Julie Bennett.
I told
we
you
were
she was
thinking
listening.
that too.
Yep,
But
about
they would sell it fast.
Yep.
What are we talking about? What were we talking about?
Julie, how PPL
Oh, yeah,
does
I
it
know.
nice. How they
Yeah.
have a
I know.
really good
Julie, did you guys
sales
connect?
practice.
Did you and Mark connect with RV Nano?
Yeah, they're going to be there on Friday.
Awesome.
You
You know
pay
that.
attention.
What's that? Well, I'm cold. You know what? Cold everywhere means generally clear skies. Really good for stargazing.
Really good for meteor showing. Meteor
Good for a
showers.
blanket. No.
And where could they get a blanket?
CampCasual.com.
There
I
you
guess.
go. There we go. That's what I was
PPL
looking
Motor
for.
Homes.
That's what I was looking for.
All right, so I don't misspeak. Goose,
Uh-oh.
tell them what you said about sharing, hitting the share button.
All right.
because it's not just hit your share button, but
No,
he had
no.
a really good idea.
There's a couple of different things you can do. So if you're on a mobile device like me, you hit share.
Hang on. If
Yes.
you're a member of an RV group page, that's
Well,
what.
it could be most groups who might be amiable to such a program
Okay.
as such as ours.
Okay.
Doesn't have to necessarily be an RV group.
Okay. Sorry for interrupting. I'm
So you
good.
hit the share button, you have this, right? And of course, you have your share with your friends. Why would you not do that, first of all? And then you have your copy link. So if you want to, send it via text message to somebody, you can do that. But this one, what we're talking about right here is to share to group. So you click that, right? And all the groups you are a member of pop up right here. Most of mine are sci-fi related stuff. Not only because that's just my bag, but also I help out with another program that deals with that stuff. So you come over here and you find the groups that you think may be amiable to a show such as ours, and you just click the blue share button right there. And it goes to them. You can even write a little message up here, check out the show, hey, it's the RV show, blah, 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 blah. Whatever it is you think would entice people to come to us. We want their eyeballs on this show. And, that way we get more people like the page, more people talk about us. Hey, we might be able to even get some more sponsorships. Who knows?
So what he says is pretty important, because a lot of people that are RVers, they would love this show if they just knew about it.
Exactly.
And we're growing every week. We are, and but you can help us grow. If you like the show, do what Goose said. Hit that share button. If you're a member of a group page, don't get thrown out of a group, and don't
by no means.
break any rules. But you can kind of bend them a
Well.
little bit. So anyway, share it to a group page and apologize if they say don't do that anymore.
Don't do that anymore. Okay, I won't do it anymore. But
All right,
hey,
so we got Julie Bennett.
better
She's
to ask
with our-
forgiveness than permission sometimes.
Okay, so hello to all you RV nomads out there. I know you're in Livingston, Texas, in the dark, in the cold. Actually, I wish I was there. I wish I could transport
Oh,
myself
you-
right after
you
the
can
show.
go right now if
He
you want.
wishes I was there. But say hi to, let's see, we got, who all's over there? We got Jason, I guess, and Laura, who have had, what a life the Heberts live, right? With the 2 wrecks in one day with that lady. That's amazing. You guys, if you haven't seen it.
In not a good way.
Heberts Travels is a YouTube channel. You need to see it. This family, they captured actually 2 wrecks in one day, and they were in one of them, and they had it with the video was rolling, so it was kind of crazy. HebertsTravels.com, or look up Heberts Travels on YouTube, and then I guess we've got Eric and Jenna. You guys are out there. I hope everybody's having fun. And have you started shooting yet, Eric? What have you shot? I'm sure you have. Probably just collecting B-roll and getting your ideas together. RV Nana, there she is. Hope to meet you Friday. Yeah.
The Bennett's are coming to San Antonio.
You know, if they come to San Antonio on a Wednesday, I'll bet you we could get them in the studio for a little bit. What do you think?
I think we could.
Or we go down and do the show out of their
Hi, may I
motor
please
home.
speak to Stephanie or Jeremy?
Oh,
Stephanie or Jeremy?
don't tell me we have the wrong number.
I'm sorry. Sorry about that. You have a great night. Bye.
Hey, you don't have them?
Call that number.
Here's the number. Come on.
Says to go. Freedom and fun go hand in hand when you're rolling in your RV across this great land. So buckle up now. What do you say? RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today.
It's time for hour number 2 of America's only radio show about the RV lifestyle. Syndicated from coast to coast, it's the RV Show USA with Alan Warren, the RV Guy.
The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today.
And welcome to hour number 2, everybody. I want to say that this is the RV Show USA, hour number 2, and we are broadcasting live. One of the great things about doing a live radio show, well, it's live. One of the bad things about doing a live radio show, well, it is live, and sometimes things don't go just as planned. Now, at the top of the hour, I failed to mention that we do have a winner that is going to win our Countdown to Christmas prize for this week, and that winner is, hang on, it's Kelly Wynn. Kelly, I'm not sure if you're watching our Facebook Live right now. I know that you are a regular listener and viewer, so Kelly, if you're listening, congratulations. We're going to get you some camp casual gear. I think it is like a salad bowl serving set, with the camping, RVing theme. Very, very cool. If you'd like an opportunity to be one of our winners in our Countdown to Christmas giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to our newsletter at thervshowusa.com, and you can click on the subscribe button over there on the right-hand side, and that'll get you in. We don't sell your information to anybody. What's going on, Goose? What's going on? So Goose is trying to get a hold of our guest. I promise you're going to want to listen to these people. We have the good news is we have Stephanie and Jeremy for the entire hour, so don't go anywhere. I think somebody wrote down a phone number, kind of transposed some numbers. Anyway, our guests this hour are from New Jersey, and they are part-time RVers with a full-time love and passion for RVing, and I think that we have finally made the connection. How are we doing, Goose? Are we good? Are we good? Awesome. All right, guys, are y'all there? Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I said the best thing about live radio is it's live. The worst thing is that it's live. So it took us a little bit to get a hold of you, but welcome to the show, Stephanie and Jeremy.
Oh, that's okay. We were rooting for you. We were watching live, and we saw the problem. We were like, we're here, call us.
It was very dramatic.
We couldn't hear you. Couldn't hear you yell. So, Stephanie, I know that we met briefly there at the RVIA show, and I went to your website, poked around, I listened to some of y'all's podcasts. They are terrific. They really are. Tell everybody y'all's story.
Oh, thank you so much, Alan. That's really sweet. And I did have such a lovely time talking with you down at the RVIA show. So we are Stephanie and Jeremy Puglisi, and we are the founders and the co-hosts at the RVFTA Podcast Network. Jeremy, you want to tell everybody a little bit what that's about?
Yeah, so we have 3 different podcasts, and Stephanie and I are the co-hosts of 2 of those podcasts. So one is called Campground of the Week, and we review different campgrounds all around the country in all 50 states every single week. And we have lots of correspondents from around the country that come on to places that we can't get to. And then our oldest podcast is called RV Family Travel Atlas, which is sort of a good old-fashioned variety show, somewhat like yours, I suppose, but all digital, all online, all in the iTunes store. And then Stephanie produces the Girl Camper podcast as well, which is hosted by Janine Pettit. So we have a whole world of content that we put out every single week. And those 3 podcasts have been downloaded 1.5 million times. So people listen, apparently.
Unbelievable. How did you guys get interested in RVing, Stephanie?
Well, exactly like a lot of people do. So I think that that's one of the reasons why we do what we do, is our journey is so typical. Neither of us grew up camping or RVing, and, you know, there's tons of new people coming into the market these days, and we were just like everybody else. We had our oldest kids are twins, so we had our twin boys 8 years ago, and we were just really looking to switch things up. We had always loved road trips, and we used to travel a lot before the boys. And it wasn't like camping or RV travel. It was, you know, we drive across country, we go to events.
We love to road trip.
Long and short trips, or across the pond.
When the twin boys were born, we started to feel very much stuck in the house, very claustrophobic. We wanted to get out of the house and have some fun with them. We did a hotel weekend at one of these like hotel combo water parks, and it was fairly miserable. We didn't really have fun. The kids did not sleep well. When we did get them to sleep, we had this realization that we were stuck in the hotel room.
At like 8 o'clock at night.
At 8 o'clock at night.
We couldn't do anything.
We set up a mini bar in the bathroom, and we watched the DVD on Stephanie's old laptop.
It was sad.
And it was very sad. And
we felt sad.
And then soon after, we saw a Go RVing commercial on television, probably during the baseball playoffs or something. And we both kind of looked at each other like, that looks really, really fun. That looks like something we could do. And at the time, we didn't quite realize how perfect it is for young parents. Because when you're at a campground and you put the kids to sleep, you step outside of the RV and you're in a beautiful location, looking at the ocean, looking at mountains. Stephanie's having a glass of wine. It's like we reclaimed ourselves again once we started RVing in the pop-up camper. And as Stephanie mentioned, we had no idea what we were doing. I mean, we showed up at the first campground and the battery cover had blown off of the pop-up camper, and it took me about an hour to set the thing up.
Oh, and there were no hookups, but we had no idea what hookups were. So we expected, like, refrigerator to work in the pop-up all weekend, even though we just had the battery. Like, we woke up in the morning and we were like, none of the lights are turning on. Why not? Like, we really had no idea what we were doing. And I think but we were, like, bitten by the RV bug anyway.
That sense of adventure really took a kind of hold of us to some degree. And even though so many things went wrong that weekend, we totally fell in love with this lifestyle, and we dove in. And I used to joke around that we were the idiots, and 7 years later, we wrote The Idiot's Guide to RV Vacations, which is true, and we did write that book. But
Good match.
we're both teachers, so we both come from an education background. So when we get into something, we really get into it, and we research it, and we learn it. And we learn it very quickly, and we adapt it very quickly. So basically, we fell in love with it very quickly.
So your boys enjoy RV and camping, getting out?
Oh, my gosh. They absolutely love it. At different points, they've both wanted to become park rangers. They ask us when the next RV trip is. In the winter, we all get a little depressed and a little sad. And now we've actually started to camp in the winter here in the Northeast. They love it so much. They can't wait. We can't wait for the next trip.
You know, as educators, because I read that somewhere on your site that you guys, and you just said it, you know, you're educators. What benefits do you see from having children connected with nature? Do you see any that maybe getting them away from their screens for a while and connecting with their, I don't know, the earth, if you will?
Well, it's so important. And the thing is we one of the things that we say is we're really not judgy because a lot of parents do it a lot of different ways, and we're all just doing our best. But because Jeremy and I are both English teacher, we have English teacher backgrounds, and we're readers and we're writers, it was always super important for us to raise our kids with limited, the limited device, exposure. We definitely have strong opinions on that, and it's tough, especially now because it's just so prevalent and it's everywhere, right? Us parents walk around with our devices in front of our faces all day, so how can we expect our kids to be disconnected? But, camping does make it easier because when we're at a campground, our boys have just activity and outdoor recreation right in front of their faces all the time. And, one of the things some people are like, oh, I like state parks and I like to really disconnect and get away from it all. For us, one of the reasons why a lot of private campgrounds, like, say, Jellystones and stuff, really worked for our family when our kids were little was because we were showing them that camping was fun, right? We were doing activities with them like sand art and playing at the playground and being in the pool.
Yeah, I think that to get back to your question there about, the benefits of nature, I think our boys are very confident. They're very social. They're good problem solvers. And I think a lot of that does come from spending time around at the campground and being around other people as opposed to just being glued to that screen. Now, we don't want to get too preachy. Our boys do occasionally watch cartoons, and Grandma did get them iPods. But when we went to the Pacific Northwest last summer on a 25-day trip, Stephanie and I molded over, and we decided to leave the iPods behind and not bring them on the trip. I don't think the boys asked for them once. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't miss them once. They were enjoying the hiking, the canoeing, the kayaking. They love those things, and they feel confident doing that.
As long as we check the Yankees score on our phones.
I tell people all the time, our kids do not have nature deficit disorder, which is, I think, a real thing that some kids sadly do have because they're in front of the screen too much.
I do too. All right, guys, we're running up against the clock. Can y'all hang on?
Oh, yeah, we'll be here.
All right, good deal. They are
Jeremy and Stephanie Puglisi with RV Family Travel Atlas, and we've got them for the entire hour. If you're watching our Facebook Live, you got any questions, feel free to post them right there. We'll get to them this hour. You're listening to the country's #1 radio show about the RV lifestyle, The RV Show USA. I want to take a...
So apparently...
So I gave you... What number did I give you?
You gave me that number.
Who answered?
Campground.
A campground.
Mm-hmm. A KOA campground. I don't remember the name of it.
Okay, it's probably somebody we had on the radio for. Okay, so let me reset. We're in a commercial break. Hi, everybody. I'm Alan Warren. This is Goose. This is the RV Show USA. We've got about 3.5 minutes to go. We've got Stephanie and Jeremy Puglisi on. If you're brand new to this show, this is a 2-hour weekly. We do it live. We do the show live. We don't do any editing.
No, that's later. That's after the show.
Well, what happens is we do the show live. This is a commercial break. Facebook does not allow us to run commercials, so you'll see our banter, and we'll try to get to some of the questions and comments. If you have any over here on the side, go ahead, feel free to post them. After the show, Goose will go ahead and edit out the banter, stick the commercials in, and then it gets shot up on the satellite, and then our affiliates around the country take this show that we do right now, and they'll air it on Saturday and Sunday in their local market.
That's right.
Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. The first hour we had on RV Nana from PPL Motor Homes.
She was so awesome.
She's awesome. And we had another awesome guest with Cotton Lane RV Resort out in Arizona. And they were our featured destination of the week. If you subscribe to our newsletter, we hope you'll take a minute to do that. We will send you a coupon every week whenever we stay someplace. We go someplace, we'll give you a coupon, send it to you. What?
Most weeks.
Yeah, well, whenever we have a destination.
And
we'll send you an email with a coupon for a free night stay there. So it could be in Arizona like this week. It could be in Arkansas or Texas or wherever. So we travel all over the place. You're also entered to win our Christmas giveaway as well as some other prizes that we've got going on.
So, we talked to RV Nana earlier, last hour. And, PPL is a great place to buy a used RV or to sell your RV for under consignment. But maybe some of our listeners want to buy something new.
If you're looking for a new RV, here's my plug. Thank you. My plug is there's a company in Houston,
One of the biggest problems when you buy a new RV is a warranty. Let's face it, okay? When the warranty runs out, where are you? Right.
On the side of the road.
How would you like to buy an RV and the warranty is forever?
What?
Seriously, it's called a Warranty Forever program. Our new RV dealer in the Houston area, they got 3 locations, is called DeMontrond RV. DeMontrond has the Warranty Forever program. It's not an option. It is on every single new RV that they sell. Every one of them.
How much does it cost?
It's included in the price of the RV.
Oh, really?
Now there is a catch. There's
always a catch.
No, here's the catch. You have to do your part. What's your part? You have to bring it either to DeMontrond or somebody else and have an annual inspection to make sure you're staying up on the stuff you're supposed to be staying up on. If you do your part, they will warranty forever.
So basically, all you're thinking in for the preventive maintenance, I should take it in for anyway.
Yeah, I mean, you need to have your roof checked. I mean, come on, for cracks and around the vents and so forth. You need to do certain things on your own. They're not going to, if you don't take care of it, they're not going to take care of it. But if you do your part, there's nobody else that I know of in the entire country that does what DeMontrond RV does. They are in Houston. They've been around for about 60 years is all. And I think they're the best of the best. I really do. So DeMontrond RV, you'll probably see their logo up here pretty quick.
Yeah. DeMontrondRV.com.
We got
15 seconds.
Okay, coming back in, boys and girls.
More of the Puglisis when we continue right here as the RV Show USA rolls on.
The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today.
And we are back at 21 minutes past the hour. I'm Alan Warren, the RV guy, with our good friends from New Jersey. They're the Puglisis. They are Stephanie and Jeremy, who have RVFamilyTravelAtlas.com. That's a mouthful, but you guys do such a terrific job and just communicating. You've got a great chemistry between you.
Well, Alan.
That's what I keep telling her, Alan.
Does she believe it yet, Jeremy? Does she believe it?
No, after 17 years, no. But maybe now that you've said it on air, she will.
Well, I have to say we made it a little less of a mouthful. We're now at RVFTA.com. So
I noticed that. Well, all kidding aside, when we went to break, we were talking about your boys. You got twin boys that are 8 years old, but you also have a little one. Tell us about him.
Yeah, so Wes has grown up doing what we do and going to the campground probably like 70 to 80 nights out of the year. So he's 4.5 years old. He's in preschool. He's going to go into kindergarten next year. And he went camping for the first time when he was 6 weeks old.
Wow.
We took him. He slept in a little co-sleeper next to our bed in our travel trailer bunkhouse. And he slept through the night. I think it was for the first time.
The first night we took him out in the RV, he slept through the night. And ever since then, this kid is fully committed to the RV lifestyle, perhaps more than we are. I mean, he's really bought in on this. And another quick funny story about Wes. When he got a little bit older, we gave him the master bedroom in our travel trailer. I actually would lift up the bed. So many of them have storage underneath.
Uh-huh.
I would set up his crib in the bed, and we gave him the whole master. And Stephanie and I went back and we slept in the bunkhouse with the boys because it just worked out better to get him to sleep at night. So we called him the king of the RV that year, and not much has changed since then.
How cool. So I was going to ask you, how do the boys behave when they know they're getting ready to go on a camping trip? They're getting ready to go RVing. Have you ever had to threaten them? Okay, boys, if you don't behave, you're not going to go. I mean, tell me about that.
I'm going to tell you the truth here. They behave better at the campground than they do at home. And I'm not saying they're bad at home, but they are better at the campground. They're better at doing setup and breakdown and camp chores at the campground than they are at home. So at home, it's a little bit more of a struggle getting them to do the dishes or help me take the garbage out. But when we're on a camping trip, I really feel like they've learned, like they have to pitch in. They have to help set up the RV. I mean, Wesley will help put the stability jacks down on the RV.
Wow.
And one time an adult woman was walking by, and she yelled at me, and she said, "Sir, he's pressing the buttons on the RV." And I said, "I know. He's putting down the stability jacks for me." And he was do it that.
A 4-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and it's been helpful for us. Like to really engage them. And we talk about this on our podcast a lot, like treating it like it's a family activity. Like everybody plays together, but everybody works together too. And so our boys are actually really good even at packing up for a trip now. And, you know, they have their packing cubes that they have, and I can say, okay, you need 5 pants and 5 pairs of shorts and socks and undies. And they'll do a pretty good job. I mean, I kind of still have to, like, do quality control on it. But I think that it's helped us build their independence and their responsibility in ways that sometimes it's a little easier to let it go at home because you're just trying to get through the day and the busyness of the whole thing.
Last summer, we were all sitting around at a picnic table at a Jellystone campground. It was about the 3rd day we were at the campground. And an older man came up to me and said, "Sir, are you a drill sergeant in the Marines or in the Army?" And he was being very serious. And I was like, "No, I'm an English teacher. I'm about as far away from a drill sergeant as you can get." And he said, "Well, I was incredibly impressed at how your son set up camp the other day." And that was about one of the nicest things anyone has ever said to me. I was really flattered by that, and it made me appreciate my boys more than I do.
Yeah, let's talk about RV Family Travel Atlas, guys. How did that come about? How did it all begin? Whose idea was it? Tell me about that.
Oh gosh, I don't know.
You're going back. I mean,
Yeah.
we were heading out on a huge trip in the pop-up camper. We were doing our first 3-week trip to Vermont and Maine, and I think I had been pestering Stephanie about starting a blog, and she finally said, "Okay, let's do it. You know, we're going on this big trip. Let's start this." And we started blogging for family and friends and just people we knew who we thought might enjoy reading it.
That was back in the days of Blogspot. It was just, I think in one afternoon, I just put up a little Blogspot page, and it was actually called The Lively Little Campers at that point. Mm-hmm. And we were just really telling stories about this family adventure because literally no one we knew owned an RV or camped. This is not something that we were surrounded by.
We also felt, too, that a lot of the content out there was created by full-timers or snowbirds,
retirees, yeah.
Which is all great. I mean, it was great content and still is. But we didn't feel like there was content necessarily for couples with kids.
The weekend warriors
in their 20s or 30s. So I think eventually we started to realize, we're filling a bit of a niche here in terms of RV industry content. And once more people started reading it, we started taking it more seriously. And then over time, it developed into the podcast, which has now grown into a family business, small family business like any other.
So do you teach? Are you both school teachers, and then you do this also in addition to teaching?
Well, this was a side gig for a long time. I would say probably about 5 years. It was just us writing, doing freelance writing on the side. And we kind of got busier and busier with that. We were working almost every night with deadlines that we had for a lot of different people. We almost had more freelance writing than we could handle. And then in the spring of, I guess it was 2015, we were asked to write the Idiot's Guide to RV Vacations. And we said yes, and that summer we wrote a book while we were on the road mostly, actually, because we already had our whole summer planned. And by the end of that summer, we had written a book, we were doing a weekly podcast, and we were doing a lot of freelance writing.
We were writing for Progressive Insurance and for Go RVing.
Yeah.
And we just kind of looked at each other and said, we either have to stop doing this because it's so time-consuming, or we have to take it more seriously and look at it as a business. And at that point, we decided that Stephanie should quit her teaching job and we should just dive in and give it a shot as a legitimate family business. And I have to say now, in retrospect, it's one of the best decisions we've ever made. I stayed in the classroom, and I've slowly pulled out of the classroom a little bit. I teach about 3/4 time right now. I leave early a couple days to come home and record. I work at a private school, and I've been there a long time, so they've been nice and flexible with me as my life has changed a little bit. And all my students think it's ridiculously cool that we are in TV commercials and we do all this interesting stuff and write books. So
they want him to stay, so they keep making it easy for him to stay.
Hey, I think what y'all do is ridiculously cool, too. So I don't think your students are the only ones.
Yeah, I still love teaching, too. I still enjoy that. And the boys are in school, so they're in school, and so I go off to school every day, too. And then we get together at night after we put them to bed, and we record our podcasts, and we interview people and do all the writing. And it's working out pretty well. We're busy, though.
Yeah, I can see you're real busy. I think you do a terrific job. You know, we have only just begun. I want to ask you a little bit more about the Idiot's Guide. I want to, when we get back from the break, I want to know if you ever get time alone, if you ever ditch the kids and you guys just go RVing on your own. So you can hang with us for some little bit longer, can't you?
Yeah,
as long as you want.
That's my question.
The boys are asleep upstairs. We're with you as long as you want. This is
There
a blast.
you go.
Thanks.
All right, guys, we've got Stephanie and Jeremy Puglisi on with us, and they are with RV Family Travel Atlas. They do such a terrific job.
We're going to talk about their Idiot's Guide, RV vacations, and a whole lot more right here on the RV Show USA after this. And like I said, I'm going to ask them if they ever leave the boys at home or leave them with a babysitter so they can get out and camp by themselves. We'll be right back.
Okay, can you look at my, I don't know which is the most recent and which is the, should I stay up here
Let me take a look.
or down here? Okay, that's
That's the most recent one.
so stay there or no?
I
don't know,
can't
where-
see it on yours. That's the problem.
Yeah, no.
Da, 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 da. That's interesting.
I can't read the comments. I don't know
Well,
what's happened.
Sorry.
All right, guys, we're in another commercial break. What do you think? Aren't these guys awesome? After the break, we're gonna talk a little bit about their recent. They got a Christmas giveaway they just did. It's a big one.
Oh, did they? Did they do one?
Yeah, it was a big one. It looked like the North Pole. They were giving away Santa's workshop. I'm telling you.
Oh my goodness.
We're gonna talk about that. A whole lot more. Y'all have any questions? Post them. I can't read them for some reason. I can't read them. Sounds like you have to bring your unit to Texas to sell.
Yep, that's true.
You do, Nancy.
Yeah,
you do.
Yeah.
But you know what?
And you have to pick it up in Texas too, I think.
They'll probably mail you a check, though.
Yeah.
Here's what you do. If you are outside of Texas and you want to sell your RV, you're thinking about maybe consigning it to PPL, don't drive to Texas with it. First off, take pictures of your RV, clean it up, take pictures of it, get the paperwork in order, send them an email, and I promise you they will cut right through the you know what, and they'll give you an honest estimation. Of course, that could change when they see it, but if you're honest, they're going to be honest.
Yes.
And you can make a pretty good decision. Is it worth me hitching up and driving to Texas and leaving it there? They've got 3 locations. One is just south of Dallas, one is outside of San Antonio, one is right there on the Southwest Freeway in Houston, and nobody will take better care of you. I promise you.
There you go.
So what else we got?
Oh, let's see. Tony is a new listener to the show, and he says the show is awesome.
Well, thank you, Tony.
I
Please
don't know what show he's watching, but I'd like to know.
don't keep it a secret, Tony. Please.
No, tell us what show you're watching, because I like awesome
No,
shows
yeah,
too.
Goose, tell Tony what
Yes.
to do.
Okay.
About a
to
share
to
thing.
share. Okay. So
If you're in a group page, if you're a
well,
member of any
if
group
you are
pages.
watching on a mobile device like this one right here, you can hit share, right? And you have 3 options. You can either share now with friends or public, or whatever your settings are. You can copy the link and send it via text messages or things like that, or you can share to a group. So if you know groups who would like to be amenable to such a thing, you can press that, and it'll take. And you can also invite your friends individually as well if you wanted to. So share to a group, and you have all your groups right here. And if you have a group if you are a member of a group that would like to know about this show, just hit the blue share button.
You know,
right
a
there.
lot of people
That's all
don't
you
know
gotta
about
do.
our show, and we need y'all's help. That's the truth. Need y'all's help to help get the word out. We visit with people like Stephanie and Jeremy all the time. Now, they're not quite as good as Stephanie and Jeremy. Well, but they are. What? Oh, yeah, there you go. But that's an inside joke from about 2 months ago. But we interview and visit with really smart people that are passionate about RVing, and they're very open and honest. RVing isn't always perfect, and I'll probably
it's
ask
not.
them some of that. Some of the downtime if they've had any disasters.
And some of the challenges, like how do you have alone time camping with 3 boys?
Yeah.
We're gonna answer that. I can get that question answered before too long.
We're gonna ask that one. So anyway, if y'all have a question for us or for the Puglisis or a comment, you know what to do. Post it right here.
Right here. Post it right here. What station in Central Florida play your show? We don't have time to answer in this break. However, you can go to the RVShowUSA.com, check it out there, and we'll try to answer that in the next break. More with the Puglisis as the RV Show USA rolls on.
The RV Show USA.
All right, we're rolling along today with Jeremy and Stephanie from RV Family Travel Atlas, and I want to do a quick shout out to our friends the Wilsons who are listening out there in Portland on the West Coast. Hope you all have the best Christmas ever. Same goes for everybody else listening to the show as well. For those who are watching us on Facebook Live, if you would like to ask a question of our guests, Stephanie and Jeremy, we'll fire away. We'll get it to them. So, okay, guys, tell us about the Idiot's Guide. It sounds like y'all accidentally stumbled onto a home run.
We did. And before we go into that, I just want to say, Alan, I want to say hi to all. We see lots of friendly faces from the RVFTA world over there on your Facebook Live feed. So we just want to say hi to everyone and thank them for tuning in and piping up and saying hi to us. So that always makes us feel warm and friendly.
You bet.
But for the Idiot's Guide to RV Vacations, it was really one of those situations that comes out of the blue. We had, like we said, been doing tons of freelance writing. We had been blogging for a few years, and we were fairly prolific bloggers. Like, we were really regular for the most part.
And there's two of us.
Yeah.
Right.
So we literally got one of those emails that you're like, is this real? Is this spam? Like, it was from an editor at Penguin Random House.
It was a one-line email. Would you be interested in writing the Idiot's Guide to RV Vacations for Penguin Random House? We thought it was phony.
Yeah.
I remember Googling the woman's name and then finding out she was a prestigious editor at Penguin Random House.
Wow.
And we went from there. Yeah, it was a shock. You know, some of the things that have happened to us have really come out of the blue. I mean, other things we've pursued, but this one truly came out of nowhere.
Yeah, so she said, okay, we said, yeah, well, tell us more. And then she said, well, yeah, we really want you to do it, but you do have to submit, like, a proposal and basically audition for it, even though we really want you to do it. So we did. We put together, we did, like, a mock-up. The book actually has, it's like a bucket list destination book. So it has 50 bucket list RV destinations throughout the entire United States, organized by region. And what we had to do was actually do a mock-up one of those destinations to win the book.
So we did a sample chapter on Acadia National Park because that was a real favorite destination for us, and I guess it worked.
Yeah,
we got the contract.
Well,
for the
congratulations! Book. So, that you guys were on the launching pad already, but that sounds like it really took off. I want to ask you, Stephanie, about, and this is maybe a crazy question, but I'm serious about this, about relationships and what RVing can do for couples. And, it's not for everybody, but I see RVing as being a magical activity that can bring people really close together in ways that other activities can't.
Well, I guess it can bring you together or pull you apart.
Yeah.
really close together.
Look, we keep it real on RVFTA, and one of the ongoing jokes sort of on our Facebook, page and in our group and everything is, couples laugh and they joke about, like, the fight when you're either getting ready to take off on a road trip or you're, like, backing into your site at the campground or anything. And it's a joke, but then at the same time, we also do think that we have had to work as a team and we've had to overcome obstacles as a family and as a couple through RVing. But I think that when you just settle in to that really sedentary life at home, right, and just going through your day and then ending every day maybe sitting in separate rooms, watching different TV shows, like, RVing really brings a certain amount of just excitement and focus and adventure into a relationship. And we think that's important, right? I mean, we've been married for 17 years, so we've been through a thing or two. And it does take a lot to keep a marriage going. And RVing is that thing that we do together. It really is.
I just love it. I think that is as crazy as this sounds, RVing can really be romantic if you can get past a lot of the bumps in the road.
With 3 kids in the RV with you, I don't know if I'd use the word romantic.
Well, we were talking during the break. Goose was asking about alone time. Do you guys ever leave the boys at home and y'all go RVing by yourselves, or?
No, but we leave the boys at home to occasionally go speak at an RV show. Yeah. So our big opening joke is when we're speaking to an audience at an RV show that this is the only way we can get away from our kids. It's sad to say we have never camped a night alone without the boys. We have tried to do it. We still are determined to do it. But we don't have family close by to come over and watch the kids. I mean, Stephanie and I going away for a weekend would mean spending hundreds of dollars on a babysitter, and it's complicated, but it actually is sort of a life goal for us, even if it's for one night, to go and enjoy the RV without the boys.
In a
Yeah, so
sense,
if there's any volunteers out there for babysitting, we'll take you.
yeah, but you're all the way in New Jersey. I'm not sure how many listeners we have up there.
All right. Well, if you get any, let us know. So, but on a personal note, I do think that Jeremy and I are not unusual in the sense that some people are blessed to have lots of family around and live in the place where they grew up and everything and have their parents and in-laws. But, a lot of people are like us now, where families are really spread out and there just isn't that support system. So, we've had to adjust that, and RVing has been a great
Hey, guys,
way.
we're up against a hard break. Hang on, Stephanie. We'll be right back after this.
Have you ever dreamed of an amazing life combining work and full-time travel? Do you picture yourself roaming the
I was drawn into the stories.
It's okay.
Every once in a while, I get drawn into stories, and I forget I forget my job.
Aren't these guys great?
They are
They're
great.
fabulous.
They
We
just-
come back from the break. I'm going to ask them about their giveaway and this
Yeah.
Camp Casual deal. I'm going to get their thoughts on it.
Yeah.
I bet you they love it too.
Yeah, I was so engrossed in this story, I wasn't paying attention to the time. That's my fault.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
They're really good.
They're very good.
But they are an example of the kind of people that we try to get here on the show. Now, if you missed it, we're going to do a deal called Camper or Campground Karaoke.
Oh, man.
And if you want to win some, for example, one of these cool Camp Casual coffee mugs or hot chocolate mugs, all you're going to have to do, this is shortly after Christmas, all you're going to have to do is call into the show, during obviously live show, call in and sing our theme song on the air. We're not looking for somebody that's going to go on The Voice. We're not looking for...
Although, if any former voice winners or current voice contestants are watching, we'd love to have you sing it as well.
But anybody, we want anybody, just have a good time, sing our song. It's kind of catchy. A lot of people kind of like it. And we will give a prize just for participating. I think our listeners will like it. Jeff, I'm not sure if anybody else had any ideas about it, but we're kind of looking forward to that. And then we also have a deal that we're going to call the Pay It Forward contest, where you will nominate someone. All right, you nominate somebody to win a really cool prize, and it's something that not just RVers are going to love, but everybody will love this prize. I promise you. You can't win it, but you can win it for them. You have to give it away. If you have somebody that's close to you, somebody kind of it could be a family member, it could be your neighbor, it could be somebody in the military, somebody that you say that person needs a break.
Could be the wife of a show host.
You will call us up. We've got a 24-hour voicemail number where nobody answers, not even Goose, just our voicemail, and you'll tell us your story. And if you are selected, then you're going to be the hero, and we will give that gift, that sponsored gift, to the winner. And yeah, you can get it, but you can't win.
I wasn't talking
You can
about
win, but you can give it away.
That's right. That's what I was going
So
for.
anyway, that is going to be called the Pay It Forward contest. We're in a commercial break.
All right,
About a minute and a half to go.
So, Janine, I know you just saw this show, and we have the Puglisis are on. So after we get done with the program here at 9 p.m. Central Time, you can always go back and rewatch. We have them for just about the entire second hour of the program. So you'll hit the 1 hour mark or hour 6 minute mark and start rolling from there. You're going to see a little bit of hijinks because we had a little bit of technical difficulties at first. But
we did.
We couldn't get them. I had the wrong number.
Oh, the wrong phone number. Who did that?
We're not going to talk about that on the air. But you can go and listen to watch the entire time that the Puglisis are with us. We do have them for one more segment right here on the RV Show USA.
Make sure you subscribe to our newsletter, please.
Yes.
That way we can keep in touch with you.
If you subscribe,
hang on. We do not bombard you with information. We do not sell your information to anybody, and you can jump off whenever you want to. Go.
But it will tell you who's going to come on the show and who was on the show, and links to the podcast and all the viewing options and things like that.
And you can win stuff too.
Yes, you can win stuff too, so that's really neat. So, one more segment with the Puglisis. When we return, when we come back from this commercial break right here, when we're done talking, we're going to talk to them. Well, he's going to talk to them. I'm going to keep quiet because that's what I do during the actual show. So keep it right here. More with the Puglisis as the RV Show USA rolls on.
The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today.
And welcome back, everybody. We've got some part-time RVers, some weekend warriors on the phone with us from New Jersey.
They are Stephanie and Jeremy Puglisi, and they have got a tremendous following on their Facebook page, on their podcast, with millions of people who have downloaded to hear what these guys have to say. And I got to tell you, Jeremy and Stephanie, y'all's giveaway, your Christmas giveaway this last week, looked pretty fun.
Well, we had a little bit of fun, maybe too much.
Some people thought we were drinking too much eggnog.
I kind of thought that a little bit. Tell everybody what y'all did.
Well, we offered all of our partners. We work with a lot of different companies in the RV industry, and we offered all of them the chance to give away Christmas presents to our listeners. And we had a big live, we called it our Christmas Spectacular. We had a 1-hour live Facebook show, and we gave out 22 awesome Christmas prizes from everyone from Cabela's and Jayco and Go RVing and Camp Casual, of course.
Yeah, it was a blast. Initially, we were just going to share our favorite gift recommendations for Christmas, but soon we realized we had so many giveaways that it just really became a giveaway show. And what's not fun about just giving things away to the people that listen to our shows? So it was a hoot.
Well, you know, what connected us together is Camp Casual. I just learned about them a few months ago, but what a great lineup of products and great people.
Yeah, we have such a special connection with them because we actually went into business at the same exact time, really. So when we started our podcast, 3 years ago, when we were starting our podcast, Camp Casual was actually introducing their very first product, the 12-dish set, right? The 12-piece fish set. And we saw it online. We loved it. We got it. And it was one of the very first products that we reviewed. And we just reached out and said, hey, do you want to do a giveaway? And this was 3 years ago. They said yes. And we just ended up building a relationship with them we just love what they do.
We both think they're going to be huge. I mean, every product they add has been a home run, and I just think this is going to be a really big company in the industry. All their stuff is so stylish and such good quality. I mean,
what
really,
is it?
really
What is it about the camping and RVing theme? Even people that don't camp and RV love this stuff.
Yeah, I guess if you look at everywhere around right now, you look at Target and Hobby Lobby and all those places, there's Christmas camping decorations everywhere. It kind of feels like it's taken everybody by storm.
You know, I give Go RVing a lot of credit. You know, just that joint media campaign that the industry has been doing now for, I don't know, 15 years or 20 years.
Yeah.
20 years of that Go RVing campaign. And I mean, look, I said we saw that television commercial during the World Series, and that got us into it. And they've just done such a wonderful job of showing how beautiful this lifestyle is and how exciting and how romantic it is. So it's many forces that work at once, but I give them a lot of credit.
Amen. I think I watch those commercials, and you can feel it. You can feel the magic, and I think other people can feel it. That's one of the reasons people are drawn to it. They've done a tremendous job. Jeremy, I read something about how comfortable your RV is, and in some ways it's even more comfortable than your home. Tell us about that, because I guarantee you your pop-up didn't start out being more comfortable than your home.
Oh, my goodness. No, don't get me started on that. I guess when we bought our toy hauler about a year ago now, and Stephanie really wanted to outfit it with all the comforts of home. So we did go out and get a lot of new things. Where for our home, we've been in our home for 5 years now. It's not like we've gone out and bought all new things for our home. But part of it's just that the stuff in the RV is newer. But we bought a new bed because, RV beds are not always the greatest. Mm-hmm. So automatically, Stephanie got a great bed. It's better than our bed in the house. She got great bedding. All the different cast iron pots and pans. I mean, it really is more comfortable than home, and it's easier to make it more comfortable than home because it's a smaller space, I guess, too, right, Steph?
Yeah, I think that it took us a while. We were just talking about this the other day. I can't remember where, but for years, especially when we had the pop-up, but also the first 2 years when we had our bunkhouse travel trailer, we basically moved all of our hand-me-downs, right, into the RV. Like, these bowls are 2 feet up for the kitchen, so I'll move them out into the RV. And at a certain point, we were spending so much time in our RV every year. And I said, this is ridiculous. Like, I'm spending 60, 70 nights a year here. I deserve, bowls that aren't, like, falling apart. So I did it little by little. I didn't do it all at once. But I basically, by the time we traded in our travel trailer, it was as comfortable as our home.
I think also because we're doing the podcasting, we love to review gear, that we are always looking, okay, let's get really good new bedding. Let's get a really nice grill for cooking outside. And then it gives us content as well. So there's also that angle to it.
All right, in our closing couple of minutes, what kind of advice would you give to people who are listening? We're on a lot of radio stations, and most of our radio listeners are not RVers. They're kind of interested in it, but they may be intimidated. What kind of advice would you give to people that need to take that first step and maybe need a little nudge?
Quickly, 3 things from me. Buy something you can afford. Don't go into massive debt with the thing that you buy. Buy something where you can handle the payment or you pay cash for it if you can. Don't wait. Dive into it now. Life goes really, really quickly. And I would say don't be intimidated. I'm an English teacher. I wish I was handier than I am, but I'm just not a handyman. And I now tow a 34-foot, 9,000-pound toy hauler with ease. So I would say if I can do it, you can do it.
Well, and if I have a second, I want to say connect with other RVers, because we got great advice that we ignored from some friends of ours that did have an RV because we thought we knew what we needed. And I think that now there's so much more out there than there was when we were first looking. And you can really connect with people like, on our platforms, on shows like this. You can hear what people have, what they like, and listen to advice. I feel like sometimes, we have the tendency to be know-it-alls. It's listen to what has worked for other people, think about it. And you have a lot of resources out there. Take advantage.
In general, new or used for your first RV? Just what do you think?
Oh, that's a huge topic.
I'm not trying to make anybody mad, but in general, on your first RV, what do you think?
We like new, but we buy Jayco's, so they have a 2-year warranty. And we say in 2 years, we use the living daylights out of it. We get anything fixed that has to be fixed. But then there's some people that say buy used because somebody else will go through the warranty issues.
Depreciation is a real thing.
Absolutely.
Right? So if you buy used, you might kind of bypass that. If you buy something very expensive new, and then you decide you don't want it in a year, and you took out a big loan a year ago, you're going to be in an uncomfortable situation.
Yeah.
So think hard through those financial aspects of purchasing your first RV.
All right, listen, guys, we're out of time, up against a hard break, and we got to call it there. But thank you so much for being with us. Y'all have a great chemistry. You're so smart, and we want to have you on again.
Oh, Alan, anytime. It was so much fun.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much. That was a blast.
Well, thank you. Merry Christmas to you, and we'll see you down the road.
Yeah, we hope so.
All right, y'all take care.
All right, folks, one more segment to go. Be right back.
Are you an RV?
How was that for cool people, huh?
That was nice.
They are awesome. And an example of the kind of people, if you're not an RVer, you're not going to meet people finer than that, I'm telling you.
I don't know. We're pretty nice.
Speak for yourself.
I pretty much was. I just was giving the benefit of the doubt on that one.
All right, so if you have not yet subscribed to our newsletter, what are you waiting on? We have a short break. This is a 3-minute commercial break. It's not too late. Subscribe to our newsletter. And let's see, what else? What else? Tell your friends about us.
You visit the Puglisi's websites and
yes,
their podcasts.
It's rvtravelatlas.com. I know it's a mouthful. Or you can come to our website. Right there on the home page, you'll see a picture of them, the whole family, right there on the home page. Click on them. You can jump over from there, thervshowusa.com, and make sure you subscribe.
Yes.
What do we have?
Of course, we'll have links to all of our guests today, which was RV Nana from PPL. We had Puglisi's, of course.
Yep.
And Sherry from Arizona. Cotton Lane RV Resort in Arizona. I hear they have some oceanfront property over there.
That's what I hear, too.
Yes.
All right, one more segment to go.
Segment left, yes. Yes, indeed.
Yep. I'm not going to talk about that thing I'm not supposed to talk about. Because I'll wait till I get home.
I'm very proud of you.
We've done well tonight.
We have done well tonight.
And you know it.
You know we've done well tonight.
And you know who
you are. Yes. Actually, both of them know who they are. Because there's two.
Yeah.
There's two of y'all.
And I'm probably going to see one of them in about 30 minutes.
You can't get to Houston in 30 minutes.
No. But I'm going to be in trouble in 30 minutes, that's for sure.
when that camera goes off, man.
What?
You'll see.
You know, these
Yes.
comments, I just don't know what the deal is.
So
well.
Lisa's smiling.
Do what?
Oh, Mary Lou says we have a great show here.
Who did?
Mary Lou Parsons.
Well, thank you, Mary Lee.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Appreciate that.
Appreciate that. And the RV show is like having more 4 smiley faces.
That's good?
That's very good.
Yeah, we'll take it.
I'll take 4 smiley faces any day.
Take it.
More than 4 angry faces.
We got
I'll tell you that
15
right
seconds.
now. Oh, we got about that. So you got a little monologue coming up now?
What?
You got a little monologue coming up?
Little
bit. All right, guys. Last segment of the week as we continue, and the RV Show USA rolls on.
The RV Show USA.
All right, in case you missed it last hour, we mentioned that we are working on creating a segment for the show and dedicating it to fun. Not that we're not always having fun, but it's a different kind of fun where we're going to be giving our listeners an opportunity to win some really cool stuff, like a cool Camp Casual mug just for calling in. It's more than just being on the show and calling in, though. You've got to do something. You got to sing our theme song. Yeah, the one that you hear all the time on the show, you got to sing it. And we will send you a cool sponsored product just for having some fun with us. We think it's probably going to be called either Campground Karaoke or Camper Karaoke, something like that. Now, again, we're not looking for the American Idol or some superstar. We're looking for people that just want to have a good time and give them a chance to receive what we think is a pretty cool prize. So like to know what you think about Campground Karaoke. And if you don't want to use your real name, what, Goose? What? If you don't want to use your real name when you call in, but you still want the prize, you can make up a name. You can call yourself Goose if you want, and sing the song, and we'll send you your prize. So anyway, we think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to start shortly after the holidays. So in the meantime, here's what we'd like you to do. Go to our website and look for the icon there on our home page. Just on the right side of the home page, you'll see our theme song, okay? Click on it. You can listen to it. You can practice it. Get ready to have some fun right after the holidays, okay? Again, we're going to call it Campground Karaoke. Everyone that calls in during that segment and sings the theme song will win a great prize. So, all right, here's a favorite that we want to ask of our listeners. Actually, it's more of an invitation. It has to do with guests and topics that you would like to hear on the show. For example, Stephanie and Jeremy, who were just on for this whole hour, I'd never heard of them until our friends at Camp Casual mentioned them to me, and I think that they were great. There are so many great ideas for guests, good guests, and topics to discuss, and we want to welcome your input and suggestions. So if you've got a show idea, please let us hear from you. You can either make a post on the RV Show USA Facebook page, like right now, or better than that, you can send us an email with as many details as you can provide on your suggestion. If you go to our website and click on the contact button, you can shoot us a note, and we'll do what we can to, I promise, give serious consideration to your suggestion. And when you're on the website, make sure you subscribe to our newsletter. It's an e-newsletter. Take you about a minute to do. Once you're on our email list, we'll send you a coupon of the week every week for a free night stay to our featured destination, and you will be automatically entered to win our contest giveaway. So go to thervshowusa.com, put it all together, thervshowusa.com, hit subscribe. In our closing, what do we have, a minute? I want to give a special shout out to our listeners and let you know that we appreciate each one of y'all so much. We're proud to have your support and your best wishes. While stations and sponsors are super important, they are. Without you, our listeners, and your love of RVing and camping and your passion for it, we would not have a show. So thank you all for letting us into your busy lives. Special thanks to Sherry Fitzgerald from this week's featured destination out in Goodyear, Arizona, to our always welcome RV Nana from PPL Motor Homes, and again to this hour's power couple from RV Family Travel Atlas, Jeremy and Stephanie. You all helped today's show be one of our best, I promise. Remember, the way we spell love here is T-I-M-E, and we spend that time with those we love enjoying the RV lifestyle. So long, everybody.
The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today. Come on, America, let's hit the road. So many things to see, so many places to go. Freedom and fun.
All right,
that's the show, everybody.
That's going to wrap it up. Here's what happens now. We're going to save this thing to Facebook, and so if you want to watch it, You know what? I should put the time codes like the in and out, so you can zip through the whole, this kind of talk and stuff. Thank you for spending some of your evening with us.
Yes.
We hope that you will join us every week. Tell your friends about us. Don't keep it a secret. We're trying to live the lifestyle. And remember, practice our theme song, and you can win one of these Camp Casual mugs shortly after Santa Claus comes. Okay?
So there's 3 things you need to do. 1, you need to like the page. If you haven't already, you need to go and like this page, people. Second of all, you need to like the video. You need to go through and subscribe to the newsletter as well. But while you're on Facebook, just like the video, like the links that we put up and everything else. And 3, share the videos and things with not only your friends, but also groups of people that you think would enjoy this program.
That would be very helpful. It really would.
Yes, it would. Because honestly, we have like these likes, but only really about 10% ever see a post. And some research has shown that the shares reach about like 40 people. The likes reach about 10.
Yeah. So if you'll share, we'll get the word out a whole lot more. Thank you so much, as I said, for spending some of your evening with us. We appreciate it very much. We'll see you next week. We'll talk to you then. Bye-bye.